And here we are. Welcome back to the podcast. This is the Unfunded pod with, what is this, episode 9?
Episode 9, season 2.
9, season 2 of the Unfunded podcast. Here with your host, Lockie Jones, professional triathlete. Here with my good friend,
Lleyton Wall, also a professional triathlete. That was touchy
there
this
was,
week.
There was some, there sounded like there was an asterisk over that one.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
I do triathlon. Don't know how professional it is.
I do it. Sometimes it's a hobby. Sometimes it's a job.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sometimes it's a punishment.
Apologies for the last couple of weeks. I think we've had one episode come out in the last 3 weeks, but we have been flat out. Lleyton's been away in China. We had racing last week that we're both heavily getting ready for. So yes, we are podcast hosts, but we are also athletes, and we've
life
got other
gets
things.
in the way.
We are life doers.
Life doers, yeah. We participate in life as well.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets the better of us, and we just couldn't make it into the studio a couple times. So apologies for that. But thank you very much for the support over the last couple of weeks. We've had quite a few people reach out, whether it's over socials or even at race events. We're definitely very much, we love it when people come up and sort of say, love the pod. You guys are doing well. Keep it up. Kind of keeps motivation high to continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because one day we're going to be known
as the podcast dudes.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we already are.
I think we are. I think we well and truly are.
Yeah.
Especially in the Australian kind of scene.
They do
the podcast.
I really needed that podium on the weekend. Just to remind people that I am good at triathlon as well. Like, yes, I have the podcast, but I can also do this sport.
How is this? So we had Jack's 18th.
Yep.
After. And I go meet the parents and they go, "Oh, you're the one that does the podcast."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I do the podcast with Lockie.
Jack's dad loves the pod every single time.
He'll probably listen to this.
He probably will.
So shout out
Marcus.
Yep.
Shout out to Marcus. He actually said to me the day before the final, he was like, "Oh, I'll probably see you with your headphones talking to no one, because I heard that podcast. You don't like talking to people on race day, so I'll stay out of your way on race day." I was like, "Well, hey, you're a true fan if you remember me saying that." But yes, like we said, busy couple of weeks. Lleyton, do you want to touch on, I think 1 week ago, you were in China?
Yeah, I was in China. It's been a pretty hectic week. Yeah. So went to China, first race in nearly a year, back in China. So I had to go for a bit of redemption. It wasn't quite the redemption that I wanted, but it was good to be back racing. Had a solid swim and ride, and then
one back. It was
a shock to the system, especially in Olympics. Not how I planned to start my season.
We can't all be Tim Hellwig.
Unfortunately not. No. But yeah, no, it was good to go over there and come back. I mean, it was a lot of travel. I kind of realized that a bit late.
It's never easy.
The ass to get to.
China's not an easy one.
I feel as if anywhere in the world is a 24-hour kind of travel.
Even when you go to New Zealand, that's just over the ditch, and that can be sometimes a full day.
Yeah, exactly right. Like it's a 9-hour flight to get into China, but then the fuck around of more flights and getting to the airport up at Brizzy. Yeah, 25 hours door to door. But it was good to go over back to China. They always run a very good event.
Yeah.
You can't knock how they run an event over in China.
Yeah, I think Asia in general, they're very, very organized. Yep. Everything's by procedure. Like, they've got a full event schedule, and they don't muck around with it.
Exactly. And they make it a spectacle, which is pretty cool. Even just for a Conti. Like, they've got the bloody performers going on, the confetti. They've got it all. Like, and they do it proper. So, like, they've got proper live stream. Like, it's on Chinese TV.
Yeah.
So,
and that's just a Conti.
Yeah, that's just a Conti with, 70 guys just running around.
And then you fast forward 1 week later.
Oh,
Runaway Bay. And it's a championship race, Oceania Championship race.
And there's unfortunately nothing.
Probably.
And I still don't know what heat I'm in until the day before.
Probably one of the biggest shit shows I've ever experienced. And I don't know who was running it. Yeah, we don't want to like completely say, because I don't know if it's an Oz Tri, World Tri. I don't actually really, I don't know. But whatever it was a shit show. The fact that the race officials at briefing didn't even really know what was going on. Like we were changing rules after the brief. It was a nightmare.
Yeah,
there was
it was
no
pretty poor.
There was no fireworks.
But
there was no performers.
no,
nothing.
That's what I was about to say. The contrast from racing in China the week before to then coming back here, it was polar opposites.
You feel like you're a professional athlete, and
in
then
China,
I feel like,
and then I felt like I was racing Rabina race, like
the
2 seconds from my road.
Yeah,
yeah,
the local kind of age group champs race.
Yeah, exactly right.
And for such an important race, such an important race that it is, like they're obviously looking at what we're doing, like in the Oceania Champs for World Cup, World Series selections. Like it is such an important race. Let's put some hype around it.
Yeah,
I think it's getting worse and worse every year.
And I think that was the general consensus from most of the athletes.
Oh.
That's not just us ragging people out. It was the general consensus in that room of athletes. How many athletes were in this? It was probably the size of this podcast studio.
Yeah.
And there was about 70 blokes and 50 odd girls.
Yeah. And all the staff members.
And all the staff sat down, not even on a chair, on the floor.
You know it's getting bad when every time the head referee answers a question, everyone starts laughing. You know you've lost the room. You've lost control of the room when they're laughing at your response because you've just contradicted something you said 5 minutes ago. Like it was a nightmare. It was a real nightmare. But how was the racing? How'd you go?
It was a roller coaster of a weekend for me.
You did it the hard way.
I did it the very hardest of ways you could have, I think. So I didn't qualify out of my heat, which I thought, I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
And then had to go into the repechage, and it was top 2 in each heat in the repechage, and then the quickest of like the first losers.
Yep.
And I got through to the semis by being the fastest.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was the last one to make it into the semis.
I never actually asked you how you got in. I just assumed you were in, you made the top 2. I never actually asked how you did.
No.
Right.
I was...
Wow, you really made it.
It was the skin of my teeth kind of stuff. So it was an absolute roller coaster.
Yeah, right.
The weekend. And then...
In the final, what'd you come in the B final?
7th.
That's not bad.
It was, considering the weekend, it was...
The B final was still very red hot.
It was a very red hot. Like if you looked compared, I think times and whatever, it was quite comparative. Really.
Yeah.
I think that whole semis finals day was competitive through the whole 32. To be honest.
Yeah. It was.
Anyone could have been in any final.
The hardest part of that weekend was just getting to the final.
Semi. Yeah.
Like for me, the easiest race of the weekend was the final.
Yeah.
I even looked at my bike splits, and my semi was faster than my final, even some of the runs, like it was, I think the swim was my slowest in the final. Like it was tactical.
Yeah.
So the hardest part is just getting to the A final.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Lockie, you had a good weekend though.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. Can't complain. I did so much work just to get there.
Yeah.
Feeling great. So, preparation paid off, and I got to that final feeling really good. I got to the last 400 meters of the run exactly where I wanted to be. I knew exactly. I went into that last 400 thinking, I've won it. Like this is exactly where I needed to be. I didn't want to be the one on the front. I was so fresh. I cruised the swim. I just came out in the top 5 where I needed. Was strong on the bike. Made sure I wasn't the one on the front. Got to the last 400, and I was like, I know exactly where I need to attack. And for some reason, I attacked 200 meters before. I just got excited, attacked at the wrong time.
When were you going to attack?
I was going to attack just before the last bend. Okay. So I attacked on the bend at the far side of the track.
Yep.
I was meant to attack on the bend with 100 meters to go.
Yeah.
Because I know realistically you'd need to try when you've got a Luke Schofield, Braden Mercer there and how quick they were at the end.
Yeah. You
want to surprise attack them and run around them with about 100 meters to go. So then there's not much time, which is exactly what Luke Schofield did. So that was my goal, and I was right behind him. I was exactly where I wanted to be, and for some reason, I just got way too excited.
Taz came out.
Yeah. Taz came out and thought, I drop him in the 100. I can drop him with 300 to go. So I went, and then, they came around me. I tried to go with them, but when the boys put on the burners after I've just done
all out,
it was hard. But you know what? 3rd place. I'll take a 3rd. Got my podium in the Oceania.
Another year ticked off.
It's another year ticked off. 2nd, 3rds, just not the gold. So we'll get there. But it was a good weekend. Good to finish off the domestic season on a bit of a high.
Yep. And then next is
I got picked for Chengdu, so I'll do Chengdu World Cup.
Yep.
Hopefully do the relay there. Come home, reassess, see what Europe has to offer.
Happens.
Hopefully a World Series start, but we'll see.
That's up to other
See.
people,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's for the higher ups to decide. They'll decide my fate.
No,
I don't get to
good.
choose. But no, it's fun.
It's the season's kind of gone quick in Oceania. I mean, I haven't really raced it, but
very quick. It felt like it was all within a month.
yeah.
Like it was all so quick.
Usually Runaway Bay we're racing May. I know it's only a couple of weeks, isn't it?
I think we usually do probably race it
Or
around
is it the next
April.
weekend?
It usually is around April, but I think we usually start earlier. It's the Napier and Devonport is usually in that February, March time.
Yeah, true.
A bit earlier. So it's kind of all a bit more condensed this year. But yeah, it's been a bit hectic, but
back to back to back.
Again, they just tell us where to go and we just go.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just the puppets.
Yeah. The traveling circus.
Exactly. So to set the scene, it starts again this weekend. The unofficial official season opener.
Bring out your little recorders and your carpets. We're going to Samarkand. I was trying to be like Genie.
Yeah, I was really, I had no idea where you were going with that. I thought we were going to bring out
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you think we're going, but
Aladdin.
Have you
I was thinking of Aladdin. No, but like,
I don't think Aladdin's in Uzbekistan, man.
it gives me the same vibes.
Okay.
Middle
All right.
East,
Yeah, okay.
you know?
Do you think? I thought we were going to bring out a crystal ball and tell the people how the race is going to pan out this
we
weekend.
can do that as well.
All right, well, we'll do that. We're heading over to Samarkand. Like I said, the official, unofficial season opener, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, Abu Dhabi was postponed until potentially later in the year. So we're kicking off the 2026 World Triathlon Championship Series. Bit of a tongue twister there. But first off, we've got a clash.
There is a clash, and we're not happy about it. Well, I'm not anyway.
I don't know why they do it.
T100 Singapore and Samarkand are on the exact same weekend. Why does it need to happen when the organisation is all the same now?
Now that we've all come under the same banner, how have they not figured out the schedule? Why are we still putting races like this?
I get the Ironman versus the T100 versus the
fine.
WTCS because they're separate companies and they want to battle and, you know, whatever. That's fine. Not very good for the sport probably, but
they're at least different races, I still feel.
yeah, different races. But we've got the exact same people who should be racing the World Series racing the T100.
Yeah.
And they're the exact same athletes.
We've got Matty Hauser, we've got Hayden Wild, both in T100 Singapore.
Sam Dickinson.
Yeah, where they could be in Samarkand.
Exactly right. I don't get why, if they're under the same banner, they haven't figured out, you know, we can shift it a weekend after.
And I think that's the biggest thing. It's because we're all under the same banner now.
Yeah.
We're all one organisation. It's all under the professional triathlon.
Or World Triathlon.
It's all under, it's all under World Triathlon.
Yeah, whoever fucking owns it now.
Yeah, we still haven't heard the announcement, or we haven't anyway. But it's, I just don't understand. Like calendar fragmentation should be like the key focus to how can we spread attention for all year round.
Exactly right. So if I have a World Series and then I have to try and figure out I either watch the World Series or I watch the T100. I'll probably watch both. But most people won't be tuning into a whole 48 hours of triathlon.
Yeah.
It's a bit silly.
Your girlfriends and wives are going to be pretty upset with you if we're
Exactly
spending
right.
all weekend on the couch watching triathlon.
Yeah, exactly right. You're going to be in the doghouse.
Yeah, I need to split it up a little bit.
So why can't we have a World Series on one weekend, a T100 on the next, a World Cup the weekend after? It makes sense to do that. Then we have eyes on the sport the whole year round. The whole month of, May or April could be packed out with the best races and the best athletes going to the best races.
Yeah.
They're obviously going to pick and choose what they want to do.
You can't race every weekend,
Yes.
but unless you're Hayden Wild.
Unless you're Hayden Wild. But a lot of very good athletes will be at every single race.
Yeah.
We're not going to have a diluted field of like the World Series this weekend. I don't think it has a world champion in it.
Lisa Tersh.
Oh, sorry, in the men.
In the men?
Because there's T100
Yeah.
that same weekend
Yeah.
for the men.
Yes.
Yeah. The women, yes, it's stacked.
Yeah, the women's field is still very stacked.
Yes.
But yes, on the men's side, if we're talking men's, it's very much there's some still very
good athletes,
guys.
yes.
But we haven't got the Hayden Wild.
The draw
we haven't
card.
got the Alex Yee. Alex Yee's obviously not doing Singapore either,
Yep.
but we still haven't got Maddie Hauser. Like we still haven't got the real full stacked field like we are seeing in the women's.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think we can put big headline events like this. We can do it on separate weekends.
Exactly right.
I don't think it worked last year. So I think they should learn from that.
Yeah.
I don't think having them on the same weekend works.
No.
I didn't like it anyway.
But like I understand the fact of having a double header on the same weekend in the same location because as a spectacle at that location, I think it brings a lot of eyes, like the crowds there. I think it would.
I personally go away, Jack Woodbury. I don't know because I think we saw it in Wollongong. Like when you've got the men's race on the Saturday, say the women's race is on the Sunday, or you've got a mixed team relay. Like if it's a 2-day event, do we really need to add in a third day? Like if it's 3 days of racing, say it's on the Gold Coast here and it's 3 days of racing, we got the T100 and then we got the men's and women's race and then we got a mixed team relay, or the men's and women's are split over 2 days.
Yep.
Are you going to go drive down to Burleigh for all 3 days?
No, I'd probably watch the men's and women's WTCS.
Because we like that more.
Yep.
But 3 days, I don't think anybody's going down for all 3 days.
No.
They're going to pick and choose.
I agree.
So you're splitting attention there.
But if it's over 2 days, like Freyju last year, it was men's and women's on one day and then T100 the next.
Still think you're splitting
or
attention.
the day before.
I still think you're going to have people that aren't as invested as us two. They're going to go,
true.
what do I want to watch? T100 or because I'm not going all the way
Short
down
course.
there to find a park, be on my feet for 5 hours while I'm watching all this racing.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it once. I'm not doing it twice.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
splitting
that's fair.
attention. That's my only kind of, I guess, quarrel with it is I think you are forcing split attention there.
Yeah. Okay.
And diluting the maximum amount of eyes you can get on the sport.
Yeah.
That's just the businessman image. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, big business boner.
Yeah. But yeah, I 100%. I don't know if this is helping the sport. There's probably going to be people with more arguments that will argue why it is helping grow the sport. But in my opinion, I think it's splitting attention. I think we're splitting the big names being able to race on both headline
sides.
events. And
especially
I do
now
believe,
that the crossover is so big.
Yeah.
Like we have all of our short course athletes racing the longer distance. I don't know why. I think it's the cash.
yeah.
It has to be.
I think
that's the only reason.
I think they get paid pretty well in the T100. And hopefully that
translates.
Trickles down. And, I think when we're under all the one organization, I think that will start to trickle down and to lower. But anyway, that's our input. Hopefully we
take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll listen because they listened with our commentator picks.
They did.
It is the first weekend.
We get to hear Belinda Granger.
And Belinda.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
I think it's going to be good. Hopefully they're listening to this. I know that Belinda said she wants our expert advice.
Wants
so
our picks.
We could just start throwing some haymakers out there. And
I think everyone wants our picks. None wanted our picks this morning.
Did she? Non-Stanford?
Yep.
Wow. Wanted your picks.
Yeah, my picks.
I don't know why they're asking for your picks. They should not be asking for your picks.
That's what I said.
Take Lleyton's picks with a pinch of salt, by the way, because I brought a few things to his attention just before this and he went, oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I just go, they're in the news.
I'm very much
they seem good.
I'm very much assess the course, like what has happened in previous years, who's kind of doing well. I like to into the nitty gritty. Lleyton's very much a gut feeling kind of guy.
I scroll down the start list. I go,
who gives me the tingle?
Yep.
You give me the butterflies.
And I usually go from top to bottom as well. So that'll be my number one. I'll scroll past. And if I've missed you already, you're gone.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, what? He's racing? Didn't even know Miguel Hidalgo was racing because Brazil's right at the top and I didn't see him.
Yeah, okay. And that is why when we were doing the tri-suit thing back at the start of last year, you were wearing your lycra a lot. No, but like we said, WTCS, Samarkand, we're going to have new commentators on board this year. Previously, Samarkand has been a World Cup. So I think almost since 2023, it's been a World Cup.
And it's the first World Series there.
First World Series. And again, like this is, Samarkand do it very well. They do it professional. They've got a great setup. It's in a little bit of a I won't really say complex, but it's almost like specifically built for triathlon racing. I can't remember if it was they do challenge Samarkand there.
Yep.
So it is a great venue. Very, like we've said, very flat. It's obviously flat swim.
Fast.
It's just in a man-made, almost like a kayaking.
Like a regatta center.
It's almost like a regatta center kind of thing. It's one of those ones where like anybody that does open water swimming might understand what I'm saying here, but it almost feels heavy. Like you're swimming in the water and it's like, I don't know.
Is that because it's fresh water?
Yeah. It's obviously not salt water, so not as buoyant.
Not as buoyant, yeah.
Almost like when I raced there in 2023 and I was like, I feel like I'm struggling just to stay on top of the water here. Like, and it's not great when you got to swim.
Water.
Yeah, it's dense water. It's hard to get through. It's thick. It's not, obviously, but maybe that was just my arms on the day because I remember Mark DeVay when I raced him. He didn't seem to have a problem with it, but
they were off the front.
Yeah, they were off the front. They were 2 minutes in front of me. I think that was not a good day for me.
Maybe it was just your arms.
It probably was just my arms, but. Fast lake swim. It's a very flat bike course. A little bit technical. They try to add in some technical aspects, but it's like Abu Dhabi trying to add in technical aspects there. It's very hard
on a massive highway.
Like it is tricky. You do some sort of up into the car park sections of the hotels. However, they're such big driveways, such big hotels. Yeah. The technical sections it's not the streets of Europe.
Yeah,
you're not going through
cobbles and
you're not it's not Calavari sort of going like a technical, unpredictable course like that. And a flat, fast run.
Yeah.
And if it's anything like it was when I was there, hot. It is hot.
It should be pretty hot.
So fast course and it's gonna be pure power. I think the common misconception with it is that it's going to be a running race.
Which I've predicted. See, I went for the running race and then I look back on the World Cups that have all been raced there.
All breakaways.
And as you said, little 5, but you don't think that they're going to stick at the start?
No.
Because it's a massive 40-man pack.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't get working on that course.
It's almost because... And
they just look at each other.
I don't know if it's like... It's with the... And like I said, it's a very flat lake swim, but it does seem to string out so much. Like with that 2-lap swim course, every time I've done it, it seems to. And when you've got big hitters like we've got, you're going to have a Georgia Taylor Brown, you're going to have a Cassandra Bro Grant, you got Bianca, the Italian Negroni. Yeah.
Negroni.
Yeah. Negroni. And then on the men's, you've got a Diego Moya, you've got Chase McQueen, Max Stapley, Mark DeVay. Like,
yeah, it's very good.
We've got some fish here.
Yeah.
Henry Graff. Lorenzo Crociani. Like, we've got, oh my God, the men's is stacked with fish. But you know what I mean. How is that funny?
It was. You're just calling all the men fish.
Yeah.
There's so many fish there on the start list.
There's fish. They're just freak swimmers. So, like, you've got so many of them. And then so many of them can also ride bikes tremendously well. So, I think we are going to see, personally, and I really hope that it happens because, again, we love breakaways. It makes it more exciting. But I think it's going to be a common misconception that this is just going to be a flat run race like Abu Dhabi is. I don't think it is. When we haven't got Hayden Wild here that's gonna, or Christian Blumenfeld. We don't have any of those big gun cyclists that are gonna bring it back.
Especially when you have a big pack of runners looking at each other.
Yeah, like
with like I guess maybe some lesser runners up the road that can still run.
Yeah, realistically, I just don't see like who are the big runners. Like I don't see Cantero, I don't see Hugo Milner, Jack Willis, Dar Smith, Maxine Huber-Moosberger, the fast Frenchie. I don't see them all rallying and going, let's get up again
there.
Like the likes of a Henry Graff. Like those boys are going to be flying at the front. So I don't know. That's my pick. I don't personally think we're going to see a big group come together. I think we're going to see 5 to 10, both in the men and women, 5 to 10 off the front, and then you're going to see a very big chase pack. Probably 2 big chase packs after that. I guess
another war of attrition run. See if they can survive the heat.
And that's where it will come down to next. It'll be, can those, because it is an Olympic distance. So this weekend it's a 1,500 meter swim, 40K bike and a 10K run. That 10K run in the heat, we saw it. I think it was in the race I did back in 2023. We saw Connor Bentley win, Kropko the Hungarian come second, and then you saw David Cantero run from the chase pack into third. So it's a long enough 10K where you are going to see people in the chase pack run up.
And it looks like it gets hotter. Well, you can testify. Because it's such a concrete kind of jungle, it radiates up off the concrete and the water.
Yeah.
So that just make it more harsh.
It was just like when I was there, it was just one of those like unbearable desert heats.
Yeah.
Like it's just dry
oppressive,
and hot, and it's like you can't escape it. Like it is really. So we're going to see some people, some of the Europeans that are coming out of those winter times, unless they've done the training for it, they might struggle. I mean,
I've got the weather up. How good it is with Uzbekistani weather. 28 degrees on the Saturday, and Sunday it's 30. It's around 28 to 30 degrees. That's hot. That's hot for a European coming out of winter.
Especially if you're a Brit. Like we said, we spoke to some of the Brits. They haven't seen even dry weather for quite a while. So this is going to be hot and dry. Because we've got a pretty big British contingent over here. The women's as well.
Okay.
How do we think it's going to shape out?
For the picks?
I'm going to big out my genie magic crystal ball here. I think we're going to have in the women, even you look at the women, you got Victoria Lopez, Taylor Spivey, you've got a Beth Potter, Liv Matthias, Jess Vullica, Tilly Anima, Georgia Taylor Brown, Bianca Seragini, Laura Lindemann, like some absolute fit. Cassandra Beaugrand. Nina, like we've got some. I'm thinking like the swimmers.
Oh, yes.
Swimmers. Like that. How is that not a 5 to 10 person breakaway when you've got then you've got to have a Jess Vullica, Taylor Spivey, Liv Matthias, Georgia Taylor Brown, like and Victoria Lopez. Those girls who are also really, really good bike riders. I'm thinking that's the breakaway there. One of those people in those names that I just said, that's going to be a 5 to 10 person breakaway. The rest are going to be rolling around, looking at each other, not knowing what to do. I don't even think they're going to be trying to catch. They're going to be rolling around. They're going to have like 90 seconds on the front. And I also think the same in the men, which is kind of why I've picked like a Cassandra Beaugrand, Georgia Taylor Brown, Taylor Spivey. They're my picks.
Yeah. That's probably, I would agree. I don't really have much to add, to be honest.
Sorry.
Because you told me how the race had gone in previous years, and I think back to it, and I go, yeah, I've picked the exact wrong people.
I'm really hoping
I've already sent you the people who I've picked, so I can't change it.
You'd already sent me because you'd done your gut feeling picks.
Yeah.
You sent it to me, and I went, he's not looked at this probably. And I also, the only reason I didn't pick Beth Potter, because Beth Potter's also a great swimmer as well. She's definitely a front pack swimmer.
She's been injured.
And she also had a bit of a slow run at the start of last season as well. So I don't know if she maybe is a bit of a slow starter,
build into the season
kind of girl.
Yeah.
She might not. She might come out and surprise me and make me look like an idiot. But she was slow to the start last year. Don't know if that's just coming off the big 2024 Olympic season, and she was a bit slow to start the 2025 season. Who knows? But
I did hear that she'd been injured and had a bit of, up and down start to the year training.
Did you find that out after you'd picked her to come second on the weekend?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly right.
Another year of Leighton Wall not doing his research.
But I did not pick Gwen Jorgensen, who's on the start line.
I am so proud of you for that.
I know. I saw it and I really wanted to.
Just to piss me off?
Yeah, just to annoy you and everyone else.
Because she's going to be 5 minutes down off the line.
Yeah. I wonder. Okay.
Here we go.
Odds on.
No.
Gwen Jorgensen's name being mentioned more or less than 5 times?
Oh, less.
Less than 5 times.
We haven't got the old man commentator.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know, but I don't
Graham.
I don't want to name and shame. We've got 2 new great commentators who are going to call it as they see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not going to call it based on their biased opinions that they have. Anyway, that's my pick. Cassandra Beaugrand for the win. Georgia Taylor Brown second. Taylor Spivey third. I think they're going to have a big breakaway with a few of those other names that I listed before, and then these are going to be the 3 they're going to run away to the win. I don't think Lisa Tersch is going to be in that pack. Leonie Perriot, any of the other Germans, Jean Lehair. I don't think they are. So
yeah,
that's my pick. Lane,
what's
your pick?
I picked this obviously last night when you said, yo, quick, top 3 for this weekend.
Yeah.
So it put me under pressure. And I went, Cassandra, her 10K the other day was rapid.
She's pretty good.
And then I went Beth Potter.
Yep.
because she's historically a very good 10K runner.
Yep.
And then Lisa Tersch.
Still not a bad pick.
Still not a bad pick. They're not that rogue in the women's.
No.
I mean, 3 world champions just there. So,
Yeah.
I mean.
It's Potter a world champion?
Yep. She was 2023 or 4.
Oh, okay. Yes,
3.
that's right.
2023.
Yep. You're right. 3 world champions right there. So it's kind of hard to go past them anyway. I'm just trying to go off. And I really, really hope everything that I've just said, because I've really preached it.
I was thinking Georgia Taylor-Brown.
Yeah.
I had a gut feeling that she was in for a really good one, especially off the back of racing a bit longer. I feel as if this year she's going to do something pretty special.
And just her overall strength.
Yeah.
Like she's good across the board at all 3.
Exactly. And I feel as if that bike dominance now, like those Brits are so strong on the bike, getting away.
Yeah.
And I think her longer training has made her run better. That's just my opinion for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Well done.
Anyway, on to the men. See, I scrolled straight past Miguel.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe, as soon as I didn't see that, I quickly locked in Miguel just because I was like, he's an idiot and he's not seeing this. The only thing that worries me about Miguel is that when he needed to make the front pack last year in Wollongong,
he didn't.
It was the one he didn't make the front pack. So he did slip up in Wollongong. However, you haven't got a Maddie Hauser absolutely gunning that.
You got Shonger in there.
You do.
Crociani, Paquette.
You've even got the Kropko, you've got Mark DeVay, you've got Henry Graff, you've got Charles Paquette, Max Stapley, Hugo Milner, Michael Garr, also a great swimmer. Hojo, you got Kenji Nina. Honestly, there are so many good swimmers in this field. It is quite ridiculous. Only thing with that, Diego Moya, freak swimmer. Only thing with this, when you've got so many good swimmers in one field, they could slow each other down. It's the only thing.
It might not break it up.
No.
And they might just settle down into a massive line and they're all kind of coming out within 30 seconds of each other.
Too many gap fillers.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, exactly right.
Too many gap fillers. It's the only thing that's going to unravel this being a swim bike breakaway.
Because I feel as if that really, I mean, you do have a top echelon set of swimmers, but I think someone like a Matt Hauser really breaks up early.
With his pure get out speed.
Pure speed.
Yeah.
And those guys that can go with him for that pure speed, there's about 7 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's going to be get out as quick.
Nobody screams here like that pure get out speed.
And that urgency to get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. You're not going to see a Vasco or a Miguel really urgent to get away.
No.
They're happy enough to sit in a 50-man pack and run.
Yeah, I just really hope Miguel makes that front pack because I've basically built my picks around Miguel being in that front pack with a heap of guys who are, again, great athletes, but just not Miguel Hidalgo running style.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's my pick. I got Miguel Hidalgo for the win. Henry Graff, he's going to be in that breakaway of about 5 to 10 guys. And just based off what he did last year, I think he's going to be really good, really fit. He'll be able to hold on to a second. And then I got Hugo Milner in third. I think after what we saw in Highcow, how fast he ran in that, add another 5K on.
Yeah, I think he's a 10K guy.
He's a 10K guy.
Yep. So I went purely off because, as I said, I was rushed last night. Get your picks in. I didn't really look.
I just can't believe this pick, man.
I picked Hugo Milner for the win.
Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick.
Dark horse pick, I'd say, for a win.
My thinking of this was 10K, I'm picking 10K guys.
That's why I went your second spot.
I went John Reed, second.
Purely because of that T100 10K.
Exactly right.
Gotcha.
And good for the reels. And then Tom Richard.
Rogue
as.
Rogue.
But I just thought.
Great runner.
I saw him there and I was like, he could do something.
Great runner, but
randomly.
Great runner, but rogue. Very rogue.
Very rogue.
What's your dark horse? You got one dark horse.
Fuck, I think my whole picks are dark horses.
They are. You actually do usually pick dark horses. But my dark horse pick for this one.
Who's that?
Women's. Tilly Anima.
Okay.
I'm a big on Tilly Anima. She had a great race here. I want to say in 2025. I want to say 2025. It could have been 2024. She crashed on the bike, but she was in that breakaway of, I think they had about 5 or 6 girls. She crashed and then still had one of the fastest runs of the day, getting into a top 5. So Tilly Anima, she's my dark horse. She's a freak swimmer. I think she'll probably be out in the top 3 out of the water. If she can hang on to that bike pack, she'll be able to run into a...
I think my dark horse is going to be, and I've called her as like the up and comer last year, Tilda Manson. She didn't have a very good year last year, I think she's going to be back.
She's a great runner.
Great runner. I think she'll probably run through.
Okay.
I think she won't quite make that front pack, but then I think she'll gallop her way.
Look, I disagree with that one because I think there's going to be quite a few other girls like Elisa Tersch, Leonie Perriel, other girls that are going to run probably quicker than her, but you pick you.
And then my male dark horse.
Here we go.
Jack Willis.
We've heard dangerous things about Jack Willis.
I've heard if he can get off and run,
he's
going to be running very quick.
Jack Willis is the one that we've heard from multiple sources that
he just needs to put one together.
If there's a year that it happens, it's this year.
Yeah.
So, and he's just a legend of a guy.
Yeah.
So we really want to see Jack Willis do well. Yeah, that's one. He was on kind of my mind when I was doing my picks. I'm going to say my dark horse is going to be the person who I battled to, who I wanted to pick, Crociani. Alessio Crociani. I think if it's not Henry Graff, it's Crociani. We know he can swim. He's going to be in the front pack. He's dabbled in the long course. He's strong on the bike. I think he's going to get off in that breakaway. And we saw him run with Matt Hauser for 5-6K of the Wollongong final last year. So he can run 10K. So I think Crociani, if it's not Henry Graff on the podium, it's Crociani on the podium.
Are we sleeping on Tim Hellwig?
I think we are. You know, who we haven't mentioned Ollie Conway, David Cantero, or Tim Hellwig. Like the three boys that just dominated in the previous 2 World Cups. We're sleeping on massively, but there is just so many good guys.
Yeah,
there's so many ways.
Very stacked field.
Yeah, there are so many things. There's so many different ways that this could all play out. But yeah, again, we've just picked our dark horses and our picks, and we've not even mentioned, Cantero, Conway, Tim Hellwig. You've even got Songa Lehman.
It is a very good start to the year.
Vasco Velarza, we've not even really mentioned him for a podium. Like, so many good guys. The 2 Batista brothers.
Yep.
Wow.
It's interesting that, like, it's such a good field and your big 3 aren't even there.
We almost said that. And we don't know if...
is it going to be another year like last year where it's like, do we even need, a Hayden and a Alex racing it to make it exciting?
No, I don't think we do because, like we said, we've got these guys coming through who are now willing to really put the pressure on the top guys, like in that swim bike. Like, bring back Hauser. He obviously adds to that breakaway contingent.
Yeah.
Hayden and Alex, they're kind of just in there, but like they obviously are exciting to watch run through. We're not even talking about our top Frenchman either.
Yeah.
Dorian Koenigs hasn't come back yet. Leo Perger. Is Pierre Lecour coming back to short course? Like Taylor Reid.
Pierre is.
You don't?
No.
Okay. Well, he's still great.
Yeah.
But I mean, you end your short course career on a 4th at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Not a bad spot to finish. Commend you for that. But still, so many Frenchies that aren't there. And then the Americans, we just saw the American, fast American runner, broke his collarbone.
Yeah. He goes, who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares
Reese
about
Madison.
him?
Reese Madison.
Oh, no, Reese. No, that's not Reese. That's
Morgan Pearson.
Morgan Pearson.
Oh, no. Well, there's another one.
There's another one.
For such a stacked field and to still be missing so many quality athletes, it just shows how good this could be. The Olympic cycle starts, people start coming back. This is just going to get more and more exciting.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We're keen. We'll be turning the TV on. Will and Belinda. And I believe the first race free on Tri Live?
I'm not sure if the first race
was at the World Cups.
They had the first 2 World Cups for free on Triathlon Live. So, unfortunately, we are still hiding behind a paywall.
That's okay.
But that's okay.
We'll pay for Will and Belinda.
Have you paid for Will and Belinda?
No.
So you want my login details?
Yes. Thank you very much.
We'll pay for Will and Belinda. Lockie will pay for Will and Belinda.
I think
and then you can come over to my house.
I think Dad's actually... exactly right. We always go to your house to watch.
Fair enough.
So may as well.
All right, everyone, if you want to come to my house, just send the Unfunded podcast a DM and I'll send you my address. Alrighty. Well, that's our thoughts for the World Triathlon Championship Series starting in Samarkand this weekend and the T100 WTCS Clash and Battle. We'll obviously be back next week.
Yep.
We'll give you the full wrap up. We'll be watching, won't we?
Yes, we will be watching.
Lleyton's not watched the first two World Cups, so he's got to come and we're gonna show him.
I'll sit down for 4 hours and glue my eyes to the screen.
Exactly. We're going to analyze everything.
Lou will have a little spread out for us.
She'll bring out a spread. You boys want some spring rolls? Yes, absolutely we do. Alrighty, well that's another episode done. Big weekend of racing ahead, and yeah, plenty of questions already with some people looking to knock down some early doors.
Exactly, early points up for grabs.
Early points. We'll be back after Samarkand, and we'll break it all down with you properly then.
Thanks for listening.
Ciao.